Hi, my name is Tim Smith, and I'm the Vice President for Box Consulting and User Services here at Box. I've been at the company for a little over 6 years and have built our professional services team since its very inception here. As a customer executive at Box, I have a lot of focus on how customers can get the most value out of our product and really transform their businesses using Box and our ecosystem across their company. So digital transformation is a hot topic in all of our customers today, and fundamentally digital transformation is really about how do I use ground-up digital technologies to change the way that companies are interacting with their customers, their business partners, and their employees to work more efficiently, to grow their top line, and just be more productive as a company. I've been involved in this kind of space around productivity, collaboration, business solutions for a long time. I worked in the legacy, with a number of legacy players in the space, and in the on-prem world, it was obviously a more slow-moving and bespoke type solution architecture that you needed. And really, digital transformation is an emerging topic again today because you just see companies have a real need to change. And one of the things we've seen as an organization is that digital transformation in many organizations is a couple of key top-down driven initiatives, and those are important to have. They're COO, CMO, CEO level driven initiatives. They're important, but the challenge with those is that they're leaving a lot of people behind on the ground, the employees on the ground, the low level processes, working with customers. And part of our focus at Box is embracing those top down initiatives, but getting on the ground, driving the kind of change management you need with your people so that they can truly change the way that they're working with customers. So Box Transform is an offering that we've built that is working in that digital way with Box and driving that digital transformation in your organization. And I really think about it across 3 pillars of Box Transform. The first one is embracing those top-down company initiatives that you have around digital transformation. And it may not always be a thing where Box is an obvious play, but it's part of that ecosystem. If it's digital marketing, there are going to be players you're working with, and Box may be the tool that you use to distribute content, to upload content, to access it as part of a process. We want to be part of that pillar. The second piece is really driving that on-the-ground transformation and maximize what you're doing with Box today. Getting into those use cases, making sure every department we leave no stone unturned in terms of that digital workplace. And the last piece is really about realizing ROI. Well, digital is fundamentally about driving growth in companies. We also have to retire and get rid of the legacy solutions that we have. As long as you're stuck in a world where you're still doing something on the local file share or with a older version of a collaboration product that runs on-prem, your employees aren't going to be the most productive. And we find when we focus on those three things, we really drive value. An example of a customer like this is the U.S. Forest Service, who we work with, and had a number of legacy file shares, legacy ECM players. And what we worked with them to do is retire all that legacy ECM content and transform the content, the structure of it, the metadata, the tagging of it, so that they can conduct their business in a way where they can find what they need when they need it from past years. This is an organization that has 38,000 employees, but during fire season peaks up to 45,000. So you have all kinds of new people working in locations all over the United States and really needing to access their content on the go where they need it with people maybe they've never worked with before, while meeting all the kind of typical federal standards like FedRAMP and other DoD compliance standards around how content is stored and retained for records retention. And we've been successful in a way there that's driving new kinds of cross-agency collaboration and enabling new business processes that they have not had in the past. So as we wrap up here, the 3 things that you really need to remember is digital transformation is not a top-down only kind of initiative in a company. We need groundswell. You need people on the ground who are dealing with real everyday challenges and changing the way they work. They become your most vocal proponents over time and really change your company. The second piece is you need to realize ROI as part of a digital rollout. What are you retiring legacy systems? How do you make those things really go inside your organization? And the last piece is your digital workplace and digital business strategies need to complement each other. What employees do with productivity, those are the tools that turn into how you engage with your customers in a digital way. So you can't just go change the front-facing look and feel for a customer and expect that things are going to change on your back end. You have to have that front office to back office. And overall, this is really a journey that you go through, and it does take time, and you really have to go through. You can't just throw technology out there and expect the problem to be solved. You got to hold people's hands. You got to work through the optimization of it, and that's truly where people change the way they work, and you get the kind of groundbreaking business results you're looking for. So a lot of you are thinking, what can I do to get started? A practical next step that we often explore with our customers is what we call a transformation workshop. This is typically a half day, full day, potentially 2 days workshop where we get some of our best experts in the room, some of our team that's worked on over 5,000 customer implementations, and work with you to really look at some of the ideas you have, some of the challenges in your org, and bring together some of the best ideas we have from our other customer engagements to figure out how to build a backlog of opportunities for you to go take on from a digital transformation perspective. We then can take that and turn it into a plan for how we're going to go work together and find those next steps for you to start realizing your transformational value.